y'all. So I am starting a new project. I'm going to be putting together a travel documentation album from my trip to Ali Edwards Story Camp. So I thought it would be fun to kind of take you guys along with my process and show you step by step what I'm doing from start to finish. So for this part of the video, I'm just going to go through what I have already and kind of what my starting point is. So I have looked through my photos. I haven't printed anything out, but I've decided, I'll start here. I've decided that I want to put together the album in a traveler's notebook sized album, which I purchased a new one from Citrus Twist Kits. Hopefully this is in frame. And it's just the linen colored album. Like I said, it's from Citrus Twist Kits. And it does have some page protectors in there. But I've also purchased some extras. So I got a pack of plain, like the traveler's notebook size with no dividers. And then this one fits like a 4x6 vertical photo and then a 2x4 here. There's, I think, 10 of each of those. And then they sent me one of these with the squares, and then they sent me this Instax one, which I don't have any Instax photos, so probably won't be using that. But that's what I'm going to use for my album. I picked this size because I have some 4x6 things that I want to put in here. I thought it would be easier just to use this size. I have some postcards, so it kind of worked out great. And it was only I think a 3-day or 4-day trip, so I don't need a ton of space, so this would be perfect. Then I also have an Ali Edwards travel kit from 2020 that I'm going to be using. So this is the kit and all the extras. So I purchased these wood travel icons. I have a couple of sticker sheets. These are chipboard stickers. These are clear square stickers, travel stickers. I have these wood travel phrases, super cute. There's 5 of them. I have this stamp set that I purchased. I've used it on another travel album already. So if you're an Ali Edwards subscriber, I was a guest storyteller for the Rome story kit in 2019, and I used these on that. So if we're a subscriber then and you can access that classroom, you can see that video I put together. And I have the travel ticket pack. And then this is the main kit. So I won't go through all of this, but just has stickers, journaling cards, and just a few extras. So the reason that I picked this kit in particular is because it has a lot of green, and I went to Eugene, Oregon for story camp, and there's a lot of green. It just was green to me. So I think that these colors will look really good with the photos. And then I have a pack of all of the ephemera and things that I picked up from the trip and brought home. So I need to go through here and see what I have. Like I have a bag from shopping there at the Provisions Market Hall, which was in the same place that we had the class. I have some buttons that I picked up for Oregon, bag tags. I have plane tickets. What else do I have in here? I have some stickers that I picked up. See, green. I have this postcard from Ali. I have just ephemera from the class every day. I have more stickers. I have a business card from the Creative Makery, which was a pop-up shop there in the classroom. I have tickets from, or not tickets, I have room keys from where I stayed in at the 5th, which is where the event was held. Postcard, just an envelope with my name written in Allie's handwriting. More stuff that we got in the class. More tickets, stickers. These were our drink ticket coupons that we got for the Saturday night event. And I think other than that, I just have more bag tags. I have more plane tickets, and then I did go get my nails done at the spa when I was there, so I have the ticket for that with the spa service stuff. So that's where I'm starting. My next task is going to be to kind of sort all of this out into a kit, pull all this out, get the cards separated, look through it, and then kind of figure out a formula for my album. So I will get the kit together and then go through that with you. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days, and so far what I've done is just go through and printed out all my photos and put them in here and kind of come up with a formula for each of the days. So I started with this story camp photo of the entire group, which I thought was a good opening, and then I think I'm going to put a label down here with the location and dates that we were there. On the back of that, I put the event schedule. I still obviously need to cut that down, and I'm going to add some paper or something behind there. So I just went through and picked some of my ephemera that I had and put it in here where I thought it belonged. And I created dividers for each of the days. So I decided to do it chronological with a section for each day. And then the first page, I'm going to put the dates here. So the tab is going to have the day of the week. Like this was Wednesday, so this will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. And then here will be the date, and at the bottom I have a number, a little plastic number that will go here. This is the number of the day of the trip, so day 1 of the trip, day 2, and so forth. So I haven't done this yet. I need to figure out if I'm gonna paint this or put paper on there or something. I haven't decided that yet. And then I just printed out all the pictures. So here I have a 4x6 picture on the back of each day, and then I have a 3x8 pocket with 2 3x4s, and I put a card from the kit in the bottom section, and then in the top I've left it blank for all of the days except this one because I thought this went well there, but we'll see if that stays. And then I just started printing out my photos and putting in ephemera for each day. And then at the end of the day, I'm gonna have a card that says like travel story number 1. I got the digital kit, so I'm gonna just type that out digitally and then put that back here. And depending on the length of my journaling for the day, I may end up having a photo on the back. So that same formula then again for day 2. So here I've left that blank so I can put some kind of ephemera in there. Just more photos, more ephemera, and then the journaling again. So that's pretty much what I've gotten so far. And what I still have left, just do a quick flip through of what I've done so far. At the back, I'm going to have little 2x2 squares of different pieces of ephemera from the trip. I have my boarding pass at the back, and that's it so far. Excuse me. So what I have left is pretty much all of my stuff from the kit. I still have quite a bit left there. So I just need to go through and do the embellishing and add in whatever items I want from that. And then I still have some ephemera also that I still have to go through and add in. So that will be the fun part. So next I'm going to go through and do the journaling. and start on the embellishing. And I'll probably, once I get the journaling in, I'll come back and do a video with showing you how I do the embellishments. So kind of real time doing those. That's it for now. Thanks. Good morning. It's been about a day or so since I last updated you on my progress on my Allie Edwards story album. So I have gone through and added all of the journaling. So you'll see here I did a story for each day and I put it at the end of the day. And I didn't have enough journaling to fill the front and back. So on the back, what I did was add quotes from Allie's, the paperwork that we got from the class, or screenshots that I took while I was there. So I have that for every day. I have the journaling. I have the quote on the back. And let's see, Sunday, journaling with quote on the, or Saturday, Sunday, journaling with the quote on the back. You can also see I filled in the 2x2 sheet with all of the ephemera that I wanted to keep. So I've gotten through all of my ephemera, put everything in here that I wanted. I also redid the tabs because I cut the dividers too narrow last time. And so I recut dividers and added tabs so that you can see the days along the side while everything is closed. I still need to add a background paper here. I still need to add all of these days here, the opening pages. So what I have, my idea for that is I created some background pages using the jelly print plate that I have, which I got inspired from Allie's latest video on that. So I created some of these and I'm going to cut these up. I tried to use the colors of the kit. So my plan is to cut these up into like 4x6 and then add the date or a label or something on here. So I still need to figure that part out. I have that. I did finish all of the tabs for the inserts. I redid this because I had it as a 3x4 square and I didn't like it. So I reprinted, cut out the heart, and then added a photo on the back. I finished all of my journaling down in these little 4x2 pockets that I have. So here I just did like a review of the story camp and Allie's lessons. Let me flip through real quick. So you can see kind of what I have done. So I still need to also fill in something here, but that's going to be with the embellishments. Added the room key. Added this. Still need to put the background paper here. I'm getting there though. Yeah. Added some journaling here. Added this journaling to show where we were and who was there. I think that was there last time. And that's it. So I will figure out what I'm doing here and come back and update you guys, and then I'll get started on embellishments. Oh, I did want to show you also, I've put together my kit for my embellishments. I don't know if you can see it all. And it's just all the stuff that's left in the kit that I have. So I will be going through that These are the leftover cards. So I will still be able to use this. I have plenty left to be able to use this for another travel kit. The only ephemera that I still have left are these 2 stickers, and I have the buttons. These are a little too thick to put in here because I'm already at capacity pretty much. So I think by the time I add embellishments in there, it's going to be overflowing. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use those. So that's where I'm at, and I'll come back and update you when I have more progress. All right, I'm back again, and I think I've finished everything except the embellishments. So we get to the fun part now. So I'll just take you through what I've done since I last updated you. So I've put a label sticker here and just I stamped out Eugene, Oregon, and the dates of the trip. And I've left some space here to add a geotag. So I'm thinking I'm gonna add this black and white one that came with the kit right there. I think that'll be cute. I matted this on black cardstock and added the dates for the event here. For this, I just backed it up with one of the cards from the kit. And then for each of the days, I added the number. I glued that on, and I ended up cutting up the pouch that all the stuff came in and used that for my background here, and then glued these numbers on. And I used spray glue. I find that works the best with these acetate pieces because then you can't see the glue from the back. So I like that. It is really messy though. So what I usually do is I'll put this, in a box and then spray it with glue so that the extra spray gets on the box and not everywhere. And so that worked out really well. I did that for each day. And then I also cut up all of those background papers that I had made and put those in here and added a date label here and just added some staples to give it a little bit of texture. I also added an acetate piece. I cut up the ones that were on here originally that I messed up on, so I didn't waste them, and I added them here just for a little extra bit of texture. So I did that each day, and then I added the Oregon sticker here because I want my formula to be consistent, right? With this being, we have the date, we have the day of the day number of the trip, a 4x6 photo, and then one of these that has something here. And I'm thinking I want to do tags here of some kind. And what I'm thinking of is taking the stamp set, this one right here, because it has 6 stamps and I have 5 days, and then there's one that's not so great. So I could use the rest of them because I didn't have any not so great moments on the trip, and create my own tag, like just do a back to back and put a little, punch a little hole and put some string in there and have that kind of floating here. So that's one thought. The other thought I had for there was possibly looking through the tags that came with the kit and seeing if there are any tags that would work well. Not sure that that's going to work because then I don't have anything on the back. I did briefly think about adding in the wood veneer, but I think I'm just going to save that for another album because I really like how flat this one is, which is weird, but I like that it's flat. Usually all my albums are super chunky, but I just like the way this one's feeling. So I want to do something relatively flat here. And so that's what I'm thinking there. And then for each of the days, I am going to put something on this divider, and I'm thinking about using these because I love the black and white against the color, the bright colors on here, and it goes with the black and white on this side. And then flipping it over, I'm debating whether to put something on this side or put something on the back, and I'm thinking I want to put something on the back, so then you have like that visual triangle of something to look at each page. And what I'm thinking about putting on the back is actually cutting these down. These are the same as the stamps, and just cutting those out into circles that fit on the back of these right here. So then, like I said, you'd have that visual triangle. I don't think I want to put anything on here. I'm really trying to keep my embellishments to a minimum so that it stays kind of flat. And I'm not huge on embellishments anyway, but here you can see I added acetate, added a couple of staples here. Mostly that's it, just getting these cards in, getting the numbers glued down, getting the date added, and adding in the acetate here. And I think that's it. Here's day 4. And day 5. So now is the fun part. Oh, I did also add, where is it? I added background paper here and on my ticket on the front here as well. One other thing I did was I realized, I think it was on this day, that I had an acetate piece and kind of the see-through component twice on this day, and I really only wanted it once. So I had it here. So I just moved this card from back here up here, and then I did another 4x6 photo of the hotel room here. And I added "From Eugene with love" right here. So I think that's it. And now I'm ready to go ahead and get started on embellishing. right, so I have finished my album. I'm so happy that it's done, and I loved going back through and looking through all of my ephemera and pictures and pulling everything together, so it was really fun. So since I was on here last time, I think you saw me add these, but I didn't film adding these tags. So I had originally added a bunch of other tags in here, and I didn't like how they looked, so I ended up taking them out and just going with my original idea of using the stamps, creating back-to-back, and just adding a little tag there. So I did that for each day here. And I think it's okay that it kind of mirrors what's there. It's just repetition. So I just have done that for every day. And then I think the only other thing that I did off camera was I added some puffy stickers to each day at the back on the quote page here. And then I decided to go back and add my blog post. I typed it up separately because I had referenced it in my travel story here and my journaling, that I had written a blog post while I was waiting for my flight. So I decided to include that here. So I printed that out and I put it on green paper because it kind of matched the colors from the kit, like this green color here, and it just made it stand out a little bit as being something different. And then I just added the escape die cut because I really wanted to use that, and added blog post tab on there, and then stamped adventure documented on the back. So that's all I did off camera. So I will now film a flip through video for you guys so you can see the full finished album. Thanks.